Alright everyone, welcome to another video. So I've been talking about my SBD belt on these previous videos, and yesterday's video was my squat workout, and I was talking about how I was waiting for my SBD belt going to come at 5 p.m. This is the same day. So this is like hours after my squat workout. It's like 8 p.m. right now. I'm on bench right now, and I was busy with school and other things, so I had to separate them, and I didn't want to be there for too long at the gym because I was almost there for 2 hours, and I'm a deadlift in the morning, and that's going to be one video for today. But I was expecting my SBD belt at 4:45 p.m. It said by 9 p.m. the second email, like the second update from USPS, but the first one said 4:45, so I was going off of that. I got it at 4:52, so they were on the dot, but I came home from the gym at 4:30, so like within minutes I got it. Like 4:35, whatever, I got it pretty right away, like they knocked on the door, so I got the SBD belt. I barely, cut it with the knife, opened it, and here's the unpackaging. I did the strong sleeves yesterday, or today, well, yesterday's video. And there's the SBD belt today. So the best of the best belt is $255 and I think 37 cents. This is I didn't have a knife for this, it's pretty damn strong. I just unboxed it, I didn't even touch it after I used the knife. I was like right before the video. So let's take a look. So the beauty of this belt, you don't have to keep adjusting it, like with a screwdriver and all that. And that's why it's like $200 more than the other belt I had, or almost $200 more. So here it is, it's wrapped in styrofoam and bubble stuff, whatever, bubble wrap. Alright. It is a struggle. Almost done, but it's a struggle. So the strong knee sleeves, the blue ones, they're really going to depth on like the actual feel of them and everything, because that's pretty, basic. I think it's just neoprene, 7mm, IPF approved. Like the stitching is like the same. I don't know. I didn't go too into depth with that one. But I think I was just so pumped on my squat workout. I'm still pumped up for that because it was way too easy, the 424. I wanted 429, but I listened to Brian. I used my brain. I think it's important, just like a point guard in basketball, to have IQ. The powerlifter should have the IQ to reserve some energy. You shouldn't go to like RPE 10 every single time, which I haven't. Just last week because I was fatigued. So took it as a victory because it was like a good gauge between 424. It was a good gauge between 418 and 429. So it was a victory. I matched my PR. I've never done 429 in the gym though. I did it at my Dallas meet, which was outside, and that was on accident. And it was easy. So was this one. This was even easier. So here it is. SBD belt. It says SBD powerlifting on the back. It's already pretty broken in for being brand new. Damn, it's not stiff at all. So it is an extra large. It doesn't say, but I know it's an extra large, and I used Brian's large yesterday and Sam's large the other day. He didn't know what size he was, but it had to be a large because they were the same, both of their belts. And Sam is 38 inches waist, and it barely fit on the first one, whatever. And mine was right in the middle, so this one should really wrap around. It's really nice. I love it. It hurt my wallet when I bought it, but now I don't even think about that anymore. So let's see. Oh man, I'm gonna really be able to wrap on this one. Yep, especially on bench. Oh, yep, so you can see I have exactly 6 holes left, so it shouldn't be too bad. It was perfect because I really wanted to wrap around, so it's perfect. You can see right here I have 6 holes left, 2, 4, 6. It should be more than enough if I don't gain weight, and I've actually been losing weight. And I'm going to cut. The only bad thing is meat damn bloated. Oh man, this one is solid compared to the used ones I use. Both of my friends, which was really nice of them to let me borrow it. Oh, I can't wait to bench in this. Can't wait. So it's going to be, I have a good feeling about it. We're going to go top single. And we're going to go 4x2 or 3x3. We'll see. We'll probably do 237 on the 3x3, 4x2. Yeah, I think. Something like that. Top single is going to for sure be 259 with the 100-pound plates. It'll be like 259, 265. So let's get the workout started. I'm going to review the belt as I go too. Okay, that was so tight. That was so light, not tight. I couldn't really feel it. The belt, like the thoracic, the abdominal pressure, all that, the bracing. But I know I'm going to, and that was really easy. Easier than it's ever felt. I know it's just 133, but, well, 135, because these are 46 pounds. 137, whatever. So I have a good feeling about this. I'm going to show one thing. So here, I really wrap around, and it's 6 holes left. I'm glad I got an extra large and not a 2X, because that would have been too big. So to show you guys what I'm talking about, I'm only on the second hole. second and third hole with this strength shop lever belt. So I should have bought a bigger, I got my size on the dot, and I knew not to do that with the SBD because people had been telling me to get a bigger size to wrap around, and I like it so far. So I was either here or the next one for deadlifts because I was tightening it for deadlift and bench, and squat is this one I just squatted. It was kind of a hassle, but I just really hated that it barely fit me. So this one's a huge difference. You can see there's only 6 holes left. As long as I don't, even if I get a little fat, it should be good. Wait, now if I get fat, that's even better because I have a lot of room. So if I get skinnier, it should still be on the last one, which is fine. I got 6 holes left, and it's really versatile, that belt. 13 millimeters. I like it a lot because the best of the best, and the best of the best have it and use it. So maybe I can be like the worst of the best with this belt. So one thing I'm really hoping for with this belt, it's really comfortable, but one thing I'm really hoping for is I hope the setting with squat, bench, deadlift isn't too different. If it is, I have 6 holes to work with, but I love it so far and it's really comfortable. It doesn't need that much breaking in, but one thing I learned, this is my first time using it on bench. I used it on squat only, I haven't used it on deadlift with Sam's and Brian's, but I did learn with theirs. It was a large, which is smaller than the extra large. I learned not to go too tight because the bracing is way harder. The material is really thick. It's like nothing you've ever felt. It's like sitting in a car with leather. Mine wasn't even leather, the strength shop one. So like that's one thing to keep track of. Don't put too tight because it'll be too much pressure and it'll just be uncomfortable at first. The only con for me is the belt's not blue. SBD, you guys need some blue belts. The inside is red. At least have the inside blue, red. I could always paint it, I guess. Just kind of ruins my outfit. I'm still waiting on my blue Titan singlet. So this one will have to suffice. It's a wrestling one. So 3 to 4 weeks production time. So I should be getting it like the week before meet week. So hopefully that comes and I can at least use it a little bit before meet day. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop it there. 260. I've done that top single for a month straight now. It's been feeling easier. That one felt just like last week's top single. This one is probably a little harder because this bench isn't the best. It's pretty thin, so I feel pretty good about using an actual comp bench and doing it. I wanted 265, 270. That was 260. But I think I'm gonna stop there because it's actually kind of hard. My butt almost came up. Probably just save my energy for next week and the week after. Still got time. I'm kind of disappointed because I wanted to, you know, bench a little more with the SBD belt. But man, when I brace on bench, it always hurts my stomach ever since my meet in Dallas. Like if you see my third attempt for sure, I did 259 again because I didn't get it the second time. My stomach was really hurting, like right here, my waist. It hurt really bad. And this one, it hurt my left side. And I don't know, it's just kind of just been happening. It feels weird, like I feel weak. I guess I'm bracing right, but it just doesn't feel comfortable. So I'm not that discouraged. I think I jumped up. Yeah, the jump was kind of big. I'm not really used to that. I went like when it got heavy, I did 235, 245, 260. And for me, that's kind of big, 15 pounds. When it's heavy, I think if I jumped better, like from 225, only 10 pounds to 235, I should have done like 225, 235, maybe 250. I think that might have made a slight difference. I probably could have done 265. I mean, I didn't, and it was pretty hard. But now I looked at the last week's clip of 259. I didn't pause very long on that one. So this one is probably about the same because I paused longer, and the bench is skinnier. So I don't feel so bad. I have 2 weeks left. Probably go for 265 next week. That's the most I've ever done. And then, I don't know, probably do it again the next week. Or we'll see. Maybe have a double or something. But right now I'm going to start the 4x2, 240. So looking over the footage, this last set I realized the first rep was like slow because I brought it down really slow. Like I was trying to use my back too much, but then I noticed I brought the bar down too slow. Next rep on this third set, the second one I brought it down faster and the rep came out faster. Common sense, but I think the 260, now looking back at it and remembering how it felt, I think I brought it down way too slow. And I think that's a big reason why I've never been good at singles, because I always bring it down too slow, as if like I'm bodybuilding and I need to get a pump, like because I really want to use my back. So I think if I just bring it down faster for meet day, I should be good with 276. 270 is the bare minimum, but we'll see. But I just need to learn to keep bringing it down not slow, like medium, not fast. You don't want to bring it too fast. Medium, between slow and fast, but faster than what I've been doing, because I've been doing it too slow. That's it for the review for bench. Not much to it because it's just bench, but I love it so far. It's very broken in. The real review will be for deadlifts. And squat, I'll squat soon. I mean, I squatted with it today. Just need to learn to not put it too tight and brace too hard. But it can't hurt me. I should get used to it by meet day at 4 weeks. So that's it. That's it for this session. See you tomorrow. So, reviewing this SBD belt with deadlift warm-up so far, I just did 345, I'm going to do 385. I'm not on my top set yet, my top single and working sets, but so far, it's been amazing, because that's the most important one, deadlift. You need to really brace on that one, and it's the heaviest lift. I'm able to put it on the 4 holes left instead of 6 holes. So, yesterday I was putting it tighter for bench, so you can see right there, there's 4 holes left, and it's not uncomfortable at all, because bench and deadlift was usually on my other belt. They were usually identical, so that's what I'm going to do here. And deadlift, you want to brace as hard as possible. Ooh, got my skin. Just don't want to catch your lard in there. Okay, that's better. So I'm about to do 385. I'm kind of treating it like how I warm up with comp plates. It's a little different, obviously, but I'm trying to replicate it as much as possible. So that set, that warm up, the belt was so tight and I braced so like firm, I forgot how tight I was bracing. I kind of lost it at the top, but it was perfect. It felt good. So that last warm up was 385, and I just noticed I have 2 plates, which is a 100-pound plate, which is 245 plus 45, that's 90, 335, and I put 2 10s and a 5, when I could have just put a 25. These conversions are very new to me, the 100-pound plates. Like, from 80-pound plates, of course, I've done that. I did that for 10 years. Comp plates, I did it for like 2. I could do comp plates off the top of my head. Just I'll look at it and I don't know. People, like when they warm up at meets and I handle people, or if I tell them what weight I want, I just say it in pounds. Sometimes they don't know. Or if I'm handling someone, like a lot of lifters at one time, they don't know what comp plates are. So I was just like, tell me what you want to put it on. But this is different. So I just didn't have that in my mind to put a 25. So dumb. But at least it's just a warm up. So next one we'll go, it's 385. Eek. I'll go 405, I guess. Yeah. Feels okay. So I feel like it's probably pretty identical to comp plates. Like, because the 100 is so thick, it might be a little bit skinnier, which shouldn't be that much of a difference. I can't tell. I'd have to actually have comp plates, but you know, this 45 is pretty skinny. It's a Weider 44-pound plate, the Joe Weider ones, and it's 46 pounds, but I just count it as 45. Yeah, I think it's pretty identical to comp plates though. So I couldn't get confused this time. 405, I just put a 35 on there. Good thing I have 35s. The only bad thing about 35s, I know most powerlifting gyms don't have them, but I love them because I was in commercial gyms for so long. It just sucks when you take the 25 off and put a 35 on. It's like you gotta bend a lot when you're deadlifting. I don't really mind, but you know, instead of putting a 25 and a 10, but I have them, might as well use them. So it's a 100-pound plate's 245 with a 90-pound plate 335 plus 70 is 405. Yeah. Quick review of my deadlift jack I just got. Just used it today. This is a Strength Shop single deadlift jack. It's $25, but with shipping and tax, it's $35. Here it is. It's really self-explanatory. My reviews are pretty basic, but one review I do have, it does the job. It's real good. Honestly, you just pay more for Rogue. It's not going to do, I don't think it's much of a difference. I do like this, the logo, how like they actually put it on there. You can't take it off. It's screwed in, bolted in, whatever. The welding isn't the best though. You can see right here. See, like, you could tell they actually, I don't know how the other ones are, but like, it's pretty sloppy. I mean, I don't mind at all, but if you're someone who cares about those things and you have worse OCD than me, you know, if it was a bar, I'd lose my mind because that's something important. So you could see, like, it's not the best. I don't know if that hole's supposed to be there, but just look at the welding. That's the only con, but it does what it's supposed to do. That's all that really matters. These past warm-ups I've been doing, I've been pulling the slack out. I'll put a replay on that one. That's important. I've been pulling the slack out before I lift it. That makes a huge difference. That's something. Pulling the slack out of a deadlift bar I've had trouble with since I first started. I've gotten better. I used to be really slow. You would see me like pull it and then go up and I would be really slow off the floor. I've gotten faster. I'm still slow though. But it makes a huge difference and I'm getting better at it. One piece of advice. If you're like me coming from a normal deadlift jack, the double one, the actual big deadlift jacks, to a home gym single deadlift jack, be careful with your fingers because it's not like a big handle. You gotta use it like a jack, like an actual jack. And I just cut, it ain't cut, but I jammed my, like right under my thumb, and I got a little blister. I don't want to rip it, just want to leave it as it is. If it rips with the deadlift, that's fine. Nothing a little chalk can't fix. I can really hear the difference in my speed of my voice. I really talk fast when I have pre-workout. Man, people were in line when they told me that. Alright. This side's a little uneven because the wood's like lopsided, but oh well. And there's a crack in the middle. But today I'll use no excuses because we're getting closer to meet day. I'll have the excuses after meet day. Alright, this warm-up's going to be a little different than comp plates. The last one was 425, I didn't say. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. It's 450. There's no real 450 with comp plates. It's 452 or 445 or whatever. After this, I'm planning to go to my top single, which is 470. It's supposed to be 468.5, but you know. Alright, it's getting a little hot. And the sweats are a little uncomfortable, so I changed to shorts. This 470, that was 450. I rested like 12 minutes. Didn't mean to, but that's how I'll be meet day, like 15 minutes. Yeah, 470 won't be 468.5 at least. That was actually pretty smooth, honestly. Honestly, let me just check the replay and then I'll get back to you guys. So considering I rested, I didn't deadlift Monday. I usually deadlift Monday. Today's Wednesday. I really rested. I carved up so much Monday and Tuesday, which was yesterday. I think it's safe to say I was fatigued last week. That's why the 457 was so hard. It actually wasn't that hard. Just considering I was fatigued, my back ran like crazy. And it was like a 9. It looked like a 12 though, but it was like a 9. This one was honestly not that hard. It was like an 8. Seriously, it was like an 8. Not saying I could have done 2 more reps, but probably 1 more if I had a gun in my head. So, pretty optimistic, which I usually am not, for the next 2 weeks to come. I'm going to do my working sets now. I'm in a little rush to get to the gym, but it's fine. Worst case, I just do 2 sets here and 2 sets over there. So I'm real happy about that single. It moved better than I thought it would. With these 100-pound plates, I'm gonna go as far to say, because I've weighed them all, they're pretty accurate. I weighed them 3 times in one shot. I'm gonna say they're a little harder than comp plates, but I like it though. Like I like it that they're closer, like probably a little bit closer than comp plates. It was like honestly, it really was an 8. Might have looked hard. So the warm up before 425, 450. I didn't say, but I changed my shorts because the sweats were too uncomfortable, too tight, and I'm never gonna have that meet day, so it's gonna be most likely more like shorts. And the singlet should help if it comes on time. But I was getting too hot and I felt too like claustrophobic. So I felt constipated and I was like trying to hold it in. That's what it felt like trying to hold my shit in. So that's why I had to like change the shorts. It just felt uncomfortable and it was like that almost I'm gonna shit myself feeling, and that's the worst feeling ever. I've had it like twice deadlift and once on squat. Especially with the pre-workout, not a good idea. So we're gonna go. I did 402 last week. for a 5x2, I think it was. So we're gonna do. I mean, I was gonna do 407, but I don't have 407, so we could do 410. Because I was thinking 413, but I'm pretty content with the single. We'll go 410 because I can't do 407, and 405 is too close to 402. Oh. Damn, my callus is fat. Easy. Last set was the easiest set. That was fast. It was a 7. Second rep on this one. Just my callus was really fat. I was probably out a little in front, but it was real easy. Easiest set. I know I could have gone heavier and probably done some singles, but I didn't want that. I want to really reserve some energy since my single was good today. I'm actually happy with it. You guys know I'm never happy with anything I do. I was content with it. So that's it for the deadlift session. I'm going to go to FU. Not going to post that on this video, but I'm going to go to FU. Do my accessories. I'm right on time. About the bout. If you do not have a bout and you're thinking of competing for powerlifting, buy the bout. I say that because I've gone through like 4 bouts before I got to this one. Don't save money just because you don't have the money. So like, don't save the money on a cheaper bout and it's not going to be that good. Unless you're one of those people who doesn't really care about having the best, and you know, you like to just get a $20 lever bout and go with that one, like those J-Full ones, you know, whatever. No big deal. But if you're serious about powerlifting, you're going to compete, or you're already competed, or you just bought another one like I did and you're debating if you should, maybe wait, take some time, because not everyone could just drop 255 on the dot, or on the spot, sorry. But think about getting and investing in an SBD belt. It'll last forever. It's really worth it. And I recommend getting a size above, because look at all this. If you get fat, it's no big deal. You don't need a screwdriver. I love it. I'm real content, 10 out of 10. And look, it's like, it comes real, I already said it, but it comes real like broken in. It's not stiff like the other. That one took forever to break in, my strength shop one. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you meet day.